الله أكبر ما تفتحت أبواب السماء في هذا الصباح الكبير. الله أكبر ما تنزلت علينا رحمة الإله العلي القدير. My brothers and sisters, we Muslims living in Canada, we should be thankful to Allah for being blessed with the safety and opportunity in this beautiful land. We must never be arrogant and ungrateful.
And our honored guest, I welcome you, Boni Crombie. All of the services celebrated at the end of the holy month of Ramadan. In the month of Ramadan, we fed around 400 people on the weekdays and 500 people on the weekends. Through the generous sponsorship from our congregation people, we held our regular Salat al-Taraweeh as well as special accelerated Taraweeh in Iqra school for the 10 days. In the last 10 days, we held our regular itikaf.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And Eid Mubarak. What an honor it is to be with you here today as we celebrate. I'm always delighted to join the immense congregation of Jama Masjid, the Islamic Propagation Center in Mississauga. I want to first apologize that you don't have the use of Hershey Sports Zone that could better accommodate you because of the Pan Am Games, but I'm sure we can return back to our home at Hershey Zone next year, so I apologize. I want to also say a special hello, Eid Mubarak, to the sisters that are on the other side. I visited with them briefly. And I'm always impressed at the beautiful sea of colors and how loyal the congregation here is. No matter where we go, you will come and follow. Let me finally say what an honor it is, a privilege to serve as your mayor. Thank you for your support during the election, and thank you for allowing me as well to have served as your counselor, the counselor to the beautiful Islamic Propagation Center. So today we gather to celebrate Eid al-Fitr and break the fast. Let me tell you, if I may share, that I fasted with you in solidarity with this year. Yes, I fasted. But unlike you, I did not fast for 30 days. And I know how tremendously difficult that is, especially on those hot, humid days without water. If only we could have coffee and water, Imam, that would make it a little bit easier. But of course, I understand those aren't the principles. I fasted with you in solidarity, so I too could appreciate the hardship. I did it for one day. And that evening, I want to share with you that we made history. On the eve of the 27th day of Ramadan, Layla Tul Qadr, did I get that right? Layla Tul Qadr, I hosted the first ever iftar dinner for all the imams in Mississauga. It was a milestone. And we will make this an annual event so they too can gather together to break the fast of iftar and to pray. I want to say what a welcoming place you have here. We come together to celebrate occasions like this, but also to pray and to show our faith and support to Islam, which of course is a religion of peace. And you are peaceful, tolerant, respectful, law-abiding citizens. And I'm deeply honored to represent you. I want to talk a little bit about zakat. Of course, other faiths have this practice. The Sikh community call it seva. I'm Catholic, as you know, I'm a religious person too. We have charity. But it goes so much more, these virtues that you practice of zakat, charity, compassion, goodwill to those who are less fortunate than ourselves. I can think of so many ways you have come together as a congregation to provide for those less fortunate in all your acts of charity. But the one that struck me most was at the time of the earthquake in Kathmandu, when 9,000 people died and 21,000 were injured. You came together and raised $10,000 to support these people overseas. And this is a shining example of your kindness, your compassion, and your generosity. Listen, these are exciting times for you. We're building a new mosque, 30,000 square foot, and I have always stood shoulder to shoulder with you and supported you from the beginning. So please know, as your mayor, I have your back. You have my full support. My door is always open. So we've come together today to reflect on the past blessings and make a further commitment to your faith following this deeply meaningful period of sacrifice, reflection, and enriching prayer. And as you gather today to celebrate, I know there will be good food involved. I can see my host right over here. I know where I'm going to celebrate today. But let us remember that we live in the greatest city, in the greatest province, in the greatest country in the world, and let us give thanks to be residents of Mississauga as well. I want to say thank you again. Shukriya, shukra, Eid Mubarak to everyone, and thank you for the honor of allowing me to be here with you today.
That was Mayor Bonnie Crombie. As she said, we were invited for that iftar dinner she hosted, and all the imams, all the leaders of the Mississauga was there, and she did definitely fasted that day, and we saw her face that day. Yes, 24 right. Hours. And we are very thankful to her. If the Eid was yesterday or today, she exempted 1 kilometer area with the city that we are allowed to park anywhere in the area today, and yesterday she gave us an exemption. We not only accepted for us, we also asked her to make an exemption for all the masajids in Mississauga. She has extended that as well. And we truly appreciate your support for the Muslim community, especially on the Eid occasions. And one last thing on behalf of IPC and the management and everyone present here, I would like to request Mayor Bonnie Crombie to consider Eid holiday for us from the next year. And we want her to take an example from New York City. New York has declared an Eid al-Fitr holiday, so she will please look into that, from the next year. Once again, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Inshallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi hamdan kathira. وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا سبحان ذي الفضل والنعم سبحان ذي الجود والكرم سبحان من لا يسمى باسمه سواه